back to Quick Little Facts. It's your boy Calabash. We're still working on Marvel Rivals, trying to get you guys up in your elo and your ranks and all of that. So I got a couple of things I've compiled together, 4 different curses that are kind of stopping you guys from getting up in ranks. So again, these are things that I've made myself. So criticize as you may, but I think that there's some terms that we can kind of all agree with that are kind of stopping us from getting where we would like to be on whatever character we're playing. So the first one is going to be buzzer splitting. Okay. Now, what I mean by buzzer splitting, it means that when you separate with a fight in overtime, because like that fight, flee, or fortify mindset, it becomes disconnected due to the fact that the round is nearing its end. And so what ends up happening is people start to separate. They start getting into like their own individual fights or doppelganger fights, if I may, and they get out of position, which caused you to lose lives and caused you to lose the point. But you may have had that game won for that whole round, and all of a sudden we give it away. I'm sure we've all experienced that where you've got it in the bag the whole time, and at the end, right in overtime, you lose the point or the match or whatever have you due to the fact that somebody was out of position. We all split up. People got cocky. So you don't want to do the buzzer splitting. So that's what we're going to call that number one. We're going to move right into number two. Number two is one that I like to call switch delay. All right. Now, what I mean by switch delay is that means that when you're realizing that you need to switch, but now you can't even get the benefits of switching because you've done that too late. Because like you've been playing one character for that whole round and not getting any headway. You're not getting picks. You're not like pulling anybody out of position. You're just not making any benefits to your team right there. And then they'll see your team is getting mad at you and they start to yell at you, whatnot. Or maybe you self-reflect and decide I should switch. But you're doing it at the end of the match or at the end of the round. And that's too late. And now we could have used that forward thinking a while ago. So that's called switch delay because you're delaying to switch. Let's make sure we're not switching late. Recognize that you're not performing to the expectations that you or your team would like, and go ahead and make that switch and let's get these W's. Let's move right into number three. Number three is very important. It is bloodlust. I know we all get it. We all have it. You get a couple of kills, and now you think you're feeling it, man. You move out of position. You find yourself at their spawn. Now you're against a whole lot of people you didn't expect to be. So bloodlust, it plagues us all, and it's one of those things where like once you kind of get in the mode, you can go into that Hulk rage, and it's hard to pull out of. Your healers are yelling for you to come back and turn around, and you're not doing so because you have said bloodlust. So let's go ahead and dial that back. Let's go ahead and self-reflect. Realize that you can still have that battle awareness. You can still be ferocious and push that point and make that space without having the intensity of bloodlust and having it in a negative way. There's a proper way to utilize your bloodlust, and that is sparingly to get the kills and retract back to protect your team. Remember what the mission is. Going into number four, which is one of the most important ones, team spiking. We are not team spiking enough. We have to hit the same target at the same time. Like literally a team spike is a gang tackle in football. I know we've seen that. We have to make sure that if a name gets called and you've got a target caller on your team, which is how most structured teams should be played, is there's a target caller. There's somebody who's saying who the current threat is at that time. And so whether it be a healer, whether it be a tank that's out of position, or a DPS that was creeping in the background, which is also out of position, in my opinion, because that's where he should be, but not where he should be in regards to our team. So we call his name, everybody goes to him, they all hit him at one time, no healer's going to be able to save that. Even if you do it to a tank like the thing, I mean, you can even catch Cap with a CC, and everybody spikes him, boom, he's out of there. So I think that we should all practice hitting the same target more often. Don't be over there getting into a doppelganger fight or fighting somewhere else than where you should be with your team. I understand that divers gotta die, right? But there's a time when divers are supported by the tanks. There's a time when divers don't die because it's not a favorable situation. So we want to make sure that we are team spiking all of our targets, and that right there will help you climb. Those are 4 things that are really plaguing us right there. Our buzzer splitting, a little switch delay. We got some bloodlust, and we need a team spike more. If you guys did those things, you would climb. I promise you, you will climb. And let's always remember to keep a good attitude. Let's not bash our teammates, man. But it's your boy K Bash. That's 4 things. I'm gonna keep it quick for you guys today and send you out of here, man. Thanks. Peace.